going to be doing a review of Alexander Grace. So, Alexander Grace is a very popular red pill dating advice creator. And the sad thing is, most of these guys who make videos talking about how to get no women, they live in their mom's basement, they couldn't approach a girl for their life, but some give genuinely good advice. So I'm going to check out this guy based on the titles. I'm a little worried he might be one of the many idiots in the space, but let's give him a chance and see what Alexander Grace has to say.
Watch this video and see if you can notice anything strange. It's the women. Something is different. When you go out and you see women on the street, you probably will have noticed this as well. Women don't wear dresses anymore. They don't even wear skirts. Something has happened. And this is not just about fashion. There is a deeper significance because
He's saying it like, I don't know, some disease is spreading. Right? Like there's this miasma that's spreading across the country, dooming us all. It's spreading. Women don't wear dresses anymore. He's being a little bit dramatic here, but let's see where this goes.
both genders can wear jeans, but only women can wear skirts. Women used to dress
Alexander, I'm sure you would look amazing in a skirt. Don't sell yourself short.
up to enhance and show off their femininity, accentuating how they are different to men. Now, there seems to be a movement of women who are intentionally
A
dressing down,
movement.
trying to hide their softness. It sucks. Deep down, they know that men love femininity. But of course, to be a good feminist, you can't do things to please men.
Okay, so already, this video is really stupid. I know anyone who's a fan of Alexander Grace and watches this probably already dislikes me. I'll give some evidence that I know what I'm talking about later in the video. And if he wants to debate me, anytime. But I already think this is really stupid because he's making a broad conclusion. Women don't wear dresses anymore. Literally, I took home a girl who was wearing a dress 2 nights ago. Also, another one like 4 nights ago. If you go to any club, maybe I'll add some B roll. If you go to any club in Vegas, you'll see hundreds of women wearing dresses, wearing skirts. Oh my God. So he's taking these clips from probably a certain area where dresses aren't very popular because the subculture there, whatever. Um, and making the decision that women just don't wear dresses anymore because of this one tiny example. And if this is how he thinks, if this is how he draws conclusions, it shows that he's got a confirmation bias and he doesn't think logically and he's not seeking the truth. He's seeking drama, he's seeking clicks, he's seeking intense emotional reactions, and it's working, right? It's getting him views, he's rage baiting or whatever. But I don't know if he's actually stupid or if he's just doing what gets him views and he's actually smart. But really, it doesn't matter because either way, he's not out to help you clearly. Like drawing the conclusion, unless he has some statistics, some proof, taking a few TikToks from one bar and saying women don't wear any dresses anymore is like if I approached one girl, she rejected me. Oh, approaching doesn't work anymore. Sorry. It's over, guys. Time to give up. And hey, what's up, Bikey Boo Boo? What's up, man? So let's see where he goes with this. But so far, it's over dramatic and dumb.
Here's an attractive woman with two different outfits. In one outfit, she is a person. In the other outfit, she is a woman. As a man, I know which one I prefer. When you see a woman in a dress, it's beautiful, right? There's a gentleness, an innocence, a sort of playful openness that's very pleasing. A woman in a dress is delightful, but that pleasant sensation that I'm feeling, that's what so many modern women don't want you to have, because that would be
Now, I want to like mention that the archetype of women he's talking about, the blue-haired, feminist, they, them, obese, hate men, do they exist? Absolutely. First of all, most of them are unattractive, so who really cares, right? Like they're not ones that you're probably pursuing unless you've got some very weird fetish. Secondly, he's kind of painting the picture that that's all women, they all think the same. No, like for example, Latinas in general really don't think that way, right? They tend to have a much more traditional mindset. Asian women tend to think one way. If you're in the West Coast, it's different than the East Coast. If you're in Vegas, it's like he's making this broad generalization because it's easy to digest, it's easy to get mad about, it's easy to make content about, but it has nothing to do with the reality. I see women in dresses, tons of women in dresses every single night. And maybe he doesn't, because maybe he doesn't leave his basement. He's just making content about women. It's all doomed and dating is terrible. And, I bet this guy he'd shit his pants if he tried to approach a girl in real life. And I challenge him, openly. If he wants to go out with me, film each other approaching, see what happens, see if his theories and philosophies turn out to be true at all when he's actually in the real world instead of hiding behind a computer. And if you're like, well, you're hiding behind I've literally posted more infield in the last week than most dating coaches have in their entire careers. And for those who don't know, that's real life footage approaching women. So no, I'm not another guy just hiding behind a camera. But I think it's really sad that if someone is good at talking in a way that gets your emotions going, they build an audience, people assume they know what they're talking about because they have conviction and they have a lot of other followers, and then they think they have something to teach, right? They have something to learn from them. It's just we're biased to fall prey to that, and yet their advice is absolute garbage, right? They're actually doing more harm than good. And if it comes to dating advice, you should really question, like, do they have any proof of what they're talking about, right? Like, do they put their money where their mouth is? Or do they just make these broad claims from one TikTok video as if that proves anything?
Giving their power away to the male gaze. Fight the patriarchy. We know that men want us to be soft and feminine and beautiful.
Bro, if you think women don't dress for the male gaze, like, one of the trends right now, especially in nightclubs, is literally see-through mesh dresses where you can see the girl's underwear.
So that's what we're going to destroy. I'm going to kill that part of me, and that'll teach those men a lesson to admire me for my femininity. How dare they? This might sound crazy, but seriously, women who are seen to be trying too hard to cater to male preferences, they are seen as traitors to the cause.
Just in case y'all wanted more proof that females be lying in those comment sections. So first, look at this. Look at these comments. Ready for this? Oh yeah, I love the confidence. Beautiful. Love this. Yes, for the confidence.
Okay, this is an entirely separate issue, but there's actually a lot more truth to this part. So, do women lie to each other out of compassion to make each other feel good? Like, when they have a fat friend who wears, a halter top that shows their muffin top and looks objectively pretty gross, do they tell them, "Oh, you look amazing"? Yes. Now, they're consciously doing it for a positive reason. They're doing it because they want to be compassionate, make them feel better, not, make them feel ashamed, etc. Men tend to do the opposite. They'll tell you you're getting fat, right? They'll tell you, I've lost a lot of weight. I was 40 pounds overweight and I was hearing a lot. I looked like JD Vance. I was like, fuck, I do kind of look like JD Vance. And that helped motivate me to lose weight. It wasn't the only factor or even the main factor, but that helped motivate me to lose weight. And so that's how men tend to think. And I think there's definitely advantages to it, even though you can get hurt feelings. It's more honest. But women mostly are doing it because they don't want to hurt each other's feelings, because they don't want to feel like a woman is low value just because she's more heavy, because women are way more valued on their appearances than us. So we don't really understand the amount of pressure and the amount of constant attention or lack of attention and judgment they get. And that's a large reason why they do it. Now, I also think the other main reason why women will tell each other they look good when they don't is I don't think it's on purpose, but I think it's manipulative or pretty dark. It's because it stops them from being potential competition. They go out looking terrible. They're not going to get approached. They're not going to get men's attention. They're reducing the competition, right? Not motivating them to work out, motivate them to get even fatter. Get even fatter. You'll look even better. And then I'll go out with you, and, every guy comes up to me, and you can get whatever guy I don't want who's desperate and just helping his friend take the grenade, which is you, by the way, right? So that's kind of how it goes. And that's the dark truth. But this part, he's not saying anything wrong yet. He's making a decent point. But the first part was really, really dumb.
A girl whose body they're probably jealous of. What is this, girly? Guys, I don't think she's joking. It's okay to breathe. Is this a joke? Yeah, Unbelievable.
And this is not just about being thin or wearing dresses, women rebelling against that by like shaving their head and getting tattoos. This goes beyond appearance. You also see this.
But the women who do that are women whose mindsets you wouldn't want to be around. So the women who are not wearing dresses and they get fat and they get green hair and all these things, those women, now like if they were in a hot package, you might end up wasting time being around this girl who, hates men or whatever. And now So it's actually useful. This isn't a bad thing. He's framing it as like some bad thing, but the majority of women are not like that. And the ones who are, it's kind of good to know, right? It's like a poisonous animal has more colors, right? It's like poisonous woman has the colored hair and goes by they, them, and all that shit.
With female behavior, with women like getting drunk and yelling, swearing, being obnoxious, sleeping around. There are just some
But everyone gets obnoxious when they get really drunk. That's not a new thing. Jesus Christ.
women who seem to get this masochistic pleasure out of destroying the part of them that they know that men admire. They want to murder.
So he's gone from one TikTok of girls not wearing dresses to women get a masochistic pleasure. Like, first of all, logic doesn't really follow. The evidence for his claim is very weak. Second of all, he's so dramatic, and that's why he's so successful, right? It gets your blood boiling, it gets you like reacting, it gets you emotional. But I think he's actually smart, and he's being a puppet master or whatever, like doing this on purpose. Maybe he is actually dumb and believes what he's saying. I don't know for sure, but this is pretty goofy if you ask me.
Is that I'm a little slut. It's always a surprise.
You might see yourself as a white knight on a holy mission to rescue her and to restore her virtue. But she's living in a completely different narrative. She doesn't see you as a hero or a knight. She sees you as a sucker who
You know, why he's probably so obsessed with women being virgins? Because he doesn't get any women. Because he doesn't get laid at all. So because he doesn't get that, he's projecting women who have sex. And look, there are women who are too slutty or too promiscuous. I'm not arguing that. But he's got this resentment towards them, and he's got to rationalize it with these over dramatic, kind of crazy, weird points that he's trying to make. And it's all this psychological defense mechanism. He doesn't get laid, and these women are actually enjoying themselves getting laid. Fuck them. That's not fair. That's not right. They're impure. They're disgusting. They're destroying their femininity. Blah, 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 blah. So I don't know if I can tolerate much more of this. If anyone else has better videos of his to react to, let me know. I'd be happy to check other ones out. But if you want to get off the couch and stop just mentally masturbating to how difficult it is, how women are not chaste, they're not pure, and they're just going to reject you, and you have to be a Chad and blah, blah, blah. If you want to disprove that, then in just 3 days, I can get you to approach more women than most men do in a year. And you'll get more results in terms of numbers, dates, good chance you'll even get laid, which I know, impure sex. There's a good chance you'll even get laid. Click the link below to learn more about my in-person coaching programs. Or, you can just keep watching content that says that it's impossible and you're going to fail and blah, blah, blah. If that, does it for you, right? If you enjoy that.